What's up, everyone? Welcome to Unscripted Access, episode 175. I am your host, John Macaluso, here with Anthony Taw.
Hi.
And Bramillion Maximilian Milan.
Yo, I have a long name now.
We are here in person.
In person. I can see the people I'm talking with today.
I can see all your body motions and languages.
Too bad they're not hot chicks.
And now Bremen can see me facepalming.
Brandon can see my high dissatisfaction.
Oh, how are you guys doing today?
I'm good.
It's gonna be
Working.
hot.
Been working,
It's going to be a solid 85 degrees today.
Oh, good.
Summer's gonna be here soon.
Gives us the excuse to go into the river.
Yes.
Or the lake. Or
With Bronson.
Or not. Anyway.
So, it's been a pretty eventful week, pinnacled by the release of Uncharted on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Which,
I played it.
yeah, I walked in today, and Anthony was playing it.
Yes.
A whole 4 minutes?
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
But I can't say I have played it because let's be honest here. If none of us have played the game and we didn't have anything to say about it, I would say that's a little sad. So I could say that I have played the game. All 2 minutes of.
Hey, it looks good though.
They're doing that Uncharted 2 thing where you get to see them in trouble and then you get to find out why they were in that mess to start with, out in the middle of the ocean. I was kind of confused because unlike the train, like you were like, okay, so the train derailed, right? I'm trying to understand how in the world did you end up on a boat out in the sea storm being chased by 10 other speedboats? It's like, how'd you end up here? But I guess that's the point, right?
Yeah.
But that's all I know so far. So I didn't do any shooting gameplay. All I did was drive a boat. Boat controls are good. I can say that.
The game looks good though. I mean, PS4, it looks
So,
really good.
new graphics cards, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is arguably one of the prettiest
PlayStation
games I've
Neo,
played.
right? We need a new PlayStation Neo, right? Like, it's just like, oh, what's the pinnacle of PlayStation 4 graphics? Well, it's probably going to be Uncharted 4, because if they can make Last of Us run on a PS3, which that was pretty shocking as it was to me. Oh, yeah. The pinnacle of PlayStation graphics. Everyone has been posting screenshots of the beginning of Chapter 6, Once a Thief, of that view of wherever you're going to eventually go. There's already at least a few people on Facebook that have posted that picture, so I'm like, so new graphics cards.
Yeah. That game is ridiculously gorgeous.
Oh yeah. For those who don't own a PS4, there's your reason right
Yeah.
Finally, I waited this long, dude. I really like Drive Club, and they're actually still working on Drive Club of all things.
Oh, also
I really like Drive Club, but aside from Drive Club, almost everything else I own on a PS4, it's been multi-plats, really.
Yeah, that's the problem. But I mean, when like an exclusive like this comes out, oh my goodness, man, that's when you see like, okay, I think I can join the PlayStation.
It's like, finally, my PlayStation 4 is going to be worth it. And oh shit, the Neo is probably going to come out. Which, it's like a small tangent. Apparently,
it's a rumor.
some French website or something like that says the rumor is the PlayStation 4 Neo is going to come out in September.
I don't know. We'll see. It's a rumor.
I don't know.
We
If
shall see.
it hasn't been official. Well, I guess we'll find out at E3.
Yeah.
But if they announce it at E3, I'm just like, I'm done. Like, I'll just buy a Nintendo console and a PC, and I'm done. I don't care how awesome The Last of Us 2 is. I'll just borrow someone else's PlayStation 4 Neo or whatever. I play it there because at least on PC I can still enjoy Red Dead Redemption 2 or something like that.
The multiplats.
Yeah. Which I'm pretty sure Red Dead Redemption, or if they ever get around to doing that, I'm pretty sure it'll come out on PC because Grand Theft Auto 5
I know they have
still
like
sells
Clint
PC.
Eastwood's face on the main character. Yeah.
Clint Eastwood's really old now, though.
Not the old face. I'm talking about the younger face.
Yeah, but you know they're gonna like do all that fancy computer 3D model stuff, right?
Have his voice in there too. Yeah.
So, Uncharted, good game. I think everyone in this room
Oh, the
still
boat
needs to play
driving's
a little bit
awesome.
more
That's
of it.
all I can say. So far.
No, Uncharted. I mean, every time an Uncharted game comes out, it's just
It's just
This
anytime
is-
a Naughty Dog game
This
comes
is
out.
Nathan Drake's final adventure.
supposedly.
Yeah.
I think Naughty Dog will stick to it. It's
Well,
not like
they do have the last.
I was gonna say, it's not
the
like
thing
they don't
is,
have
I
any other
wanted
games.
the thing is, I personally wanted The Last of Us to be a kind of like a one-off project because the way that game went through and ended, you don't need to go any further. It's like the end of Breaking Bad.
But
just
the problem
stop.
is-
Yeah.
It's just like stop there, let it remain as one of the greatest games ever made. In the case of Breaking Bad, one of the greatest TV shows ever made. Don't keep pushing and forcing
aren't
it
they
out.
making a new Breaking Bad though?
They put out a picture with Jesse Pinkman, but
I think that was an April Fool's joke.
Was it in April Fool's?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
okay, because like Breaking Bad is one of the greatest TV shows ever made in human history, but stop when it's still great and imagine if we were like on Citizen Kane 10. That thing would have been completely watered down to the point where it's like
It'd be Call of Duty.
yeah.
But I think here's what I want from Naughty Dog, like regarding The Last of Us. Same universe, different characters.
That'd be great.
Because leave Joel and Ellie alone.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But anyway, that's that. Something else was going on this week. Did either of you guys end up playing the Overwatch beta?
No, but I have played past betas with
I-
Bronson because Bronson
Is obsessed with that game.
He won't stop asking me, to like, hey Anthony, you want to play Overwatch this weekend? You should download Overwatch this weekend. And I'm like, okay, sure, I'll download Overwatch. And because I am highly useless offensively, I just run around being a support. I just go around as Mercy and just be like, here, have healing. Here, have healing. I mean, that's the most useful thing I can do. And you know what actually helps the team? Because from what Bronson tells me, nobody plays a support, which confirms all my suspicions about most online gamers, which is a lot of people are glory chasers.
Yep.
Okay, they all want to play.
You heard that,
I've
America?
seen this in League of Legends. I've seen this, in a lot of games. People want to be the people who score the kills, the highest stats, best kills, because that's what matters at the end of the day, right? If you got top kills, that means you're the best player on the team.
Yeah, you're not. There's no reward for like, hey, good support.
It's like it's like
a best supporting actor. Nobody like that.
It's like I guess the equivalent in real life is like the kind of person that has the most gold medals or the person who has the most money. It's like you're instantly the best man because you have the most money. You are superior where other feeble human beings are not.
Kind of reflects society a little bit, maybe.
Well, yeah.
No, it is a perfect reflection of society.
Or at least in America, a lot of people are like glory chasers. So it's so
Yeah, they're like glory hole
nobody-
chasers.
Huh?
Glory hole chasers.
That too, but so nobody plays support. And to be honest, whenever you talk about games like Overwatch or any MOBA, you kind of need a support person.
Even like in MMOs, right? You
Like,
need a
here's the
healer.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
they're
like-
required,
yeah,
definitely.
well, in MMOs it is required, or else you do not pass. But in games like Overwatch and in MOBAs, you kind of need a support because let me tell you, sometimes healing gives you good because sometimes that extra half second of staying alive is enough to score you another kill and stop the guy from killing you.
Yeah, so
That half second is sometimes all it takes to change the whole thing. So sometimes, granted, you lose on attack power, but again, if you already got like 2 or 3 people that are like bursting knives at the enemy, I think that's good enough.
Yeah. I've seen the beta played by my brother, and I like the way the characters are. I like the fact that they gave there was like the little mini animations that they had, the little mini series thing, or that they had for I don't know, not for each character, but for certain characters like Tracer and stuff. I like what they like the graphics on that. I like the way it looks. I like the way the characters look. But the problem that I have out of this, after like all the hype and like, oh, it's awesome, oh yeah, it's great multiplayer. No story mode. I'm like, what? Why am I paying $60 for just multiplayer? That's it.
The thing is that multiplayer has to be the most packed multiplayer game ever if they're going to charge $60 for it. Because I have the same idea. Because it's like, if it's $20, all right. If it's free to play, hell yeah.
Yeah.
If it's free to play, hell yeah. Sure, no problem. That would be fantastic. If it's $20, okay, 60. That has to be like a colossal amount, because then at that point I'm like, well, the only person I know who ever plays this game regularly is Bronson.
Yeah,
which means because I don't really have many people to play online with, and Bronson's the only one I know who plays it. So I'm
like $60. Give me like a bonus or something. Give me like sexy outfits for all the girls.
I'm pretty sure they will do that.
But they'll still charge you the $60.
No, yeah, of course.
I'm pretty sure they'll put those skins out for free because once you pay $60, no more DLC, please. Because I'll be honest, like what I thought it was a free to play game, and I thought that would be a fantastic free to play game because all of Blizzard's games have been like free to play, like recently, like Heroes of the Storm is free to play. You just pay to unlock stuff, or you keep playing the game to rack of currency to unlock stuff. And same with Hearthstone. So I thought this would be a free to play game because hell, free open beta, and look how many people played it.
I will say this: I actually like the look of their game of Overwatch's game better than
Pixar.
the look of the other one.
Pixar.
No.
Battleborn?
Battleborn.
I think they're two completely different games, and I don't understand at all why people compare the two, other than they look similar.
Well, they kind of... Yeah, the thing is that you can't really call Overwatch a shooter because there's only like 1 or 2 shooter-focused characters. Because Reinhardt just goes around with a giant hammer. The Reaper dude, I think, has like dual wielding shotguns, and I mean, yeah, Mercy also has a pistol, but it kind of doesn't. It is a shooter, but it's not like completely gun based.
Yeah, well, I mean, even Tracer has guns.
Yeah, I guess you could call it a shooter then, but it's like there's more to it than just shooting.
Yeah, well,
a lot more to it than just shooting.
To me, Overwatch is Team Fortress, but better. That's what I got from it. That the gameplay, you push a car or some objective all the way through to the other person's side, and that the other team tries to stop you from doing that. And you have like King of the Hill stuff. It reminds me so much of Team Fortress. So little of actual MOBAs. Not that Battleborn is a lot like MOBAs either, but it's way more similar.
Yeah, when I played Battleborn, you could tell like the whole minions thing kind of gave me the impression that it's doing a bit of that.
Yeah, it's got a jungle and just everything.
It's got kind of like a jungle. You still got heroes and you've got little minions.
You level up.
Yeah, like that's what stood out to me the most of the minion thing.
I will say this though. Why don't you just make a freaking TV series? The way the characters are and the way the story, like
because you know that
I would like that.
Look how long
they could make money off that.
Look how long it took for them to make a Warcraft movie after World of Warcraft starts its decline, well into its decline, with only 4 million players, and they finally put out a Warcraft movie. There's no StarCraft movie. Like, they have a giant animation department that makes some of the most cheesy, glorified cinematic sequences ever. But then they finally put out a Warcraft movie that's based on Warcraft game, which is a game a lot of people probably have not heard of or remember. Because I don't remember it. Warcraft 1's so old it can't run on most modern computers. In fact, the oldest one that you could buy still is like Warcraft 3. So, yeah. The problem with the Warcraft movie, I think, is a lot of people are going to go into it thinking it is a World of Warcraft movie. Because that's all most people remember. And so I'm like, crap, that's going to be a little unfair.
So they're thinking it's going to be a World of Warcraft?
Some people will call it that. I think it's unfair because it's based on Warcraft the game, not World of Warcraft. So you're not going to see Blood Elves.
Well, that's the thing too. Like the title is Warcraft. So people,
yes, but
smart people.
But people remember World of Warcraft.
The most popular game.
The most, the MMO game that had 13 million active people paying $15 a month every month.
And would gladly play the very, very first old version, which is crap to me, but, they would rather play that too.
I like the original Warcrafts.
RTS. Warcraft 3 is pretty nice. They haven't made a Warcraft 4, so
I still have Bronson's copy.
I played it, and all I ever really did was who's your daddy? Easy mode, because I wanted to see the story, because I'm terrible at RTSs. What are you going to say? But,
you know what I realized? We talked about Overwatch, but we didn't actually specifically say the news.
I almost segued into it.
So...
No, but yeah, so it's man... So, it was a free open beta. You could play it on PS4 or Xbox One or PC, and 9.7 million people played it according to Blizzard, which is more than the 2 million people who played Battleborn, apparently. So, are people going to pay $60 for it? Well, I don't know. When you say free...
Yeah, that's why people would get that beta, because it's a free beta.
It's free. It's right there.
I'm pretty sure that's what I would do. Like, if I see free beta, I'd be like, alright, I'm going to try it. I'm going to download it and try it. If I don't like it, then I'm not going to buy it, obviously.
Did you?
I liked it, but I'm not gonna pay $60 for it though.
So here's the deal. I played it in a beta a while back. Super disappointed because Bronson hyped it up to way more than what it was.
That's what he always does.
And then
He's a Blizzard fanboy, yo.
yeah, and then I played it some more in this most recent open beta, and I really liked it.
It's
so
good.
I'm not sure because I really didn't like it, and then I really liked it. So I'm not
I
sure.
think the first time is because expectations were blown up through the roof. I do apologize to lawn work that's happening outside my window right now.
Conveniently.
Yeah. If it keeps happening, I'll just shut the window.
Yeah.
I apologize to noise, but hopefully you can hear our talking better than the lawn work that's going on out there.
Hey, turn off your lawnmower. Thank you. There you go. I spoke Mexican.
God damn it. Lo
Don't
siento
do-
for everybody watching. Good God.
Don't do that. Jeez. Don't do that.
It worked. Look, he turned it off.
All right. Well, anyway, why don't we move on? What else
Okay.
we have?
Well, what else we have is blatantly obvious news.
Oh.
Why do we have to keep talking? Well, it's news, but...
All right. Well, you guys will be just as surprised to hear this as we are surprised in reading this right now. But the PS4 tops the hardware sales again for the month of
Wow.
April.
I actually did not know this.
In other news, the sky's blue today.
Yeah, sun came up.
Yep.
Probably
Yeah.
going to go down.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
There is literally nothing to be said about this we haven't already said a billion times. So I say we move on to the next article.
Right, next up is...
girl.
Mass Effect Andromeda. It's not coming out this year.
It's not.
I don't know if I feel like I've read this news
Is that
story
girl
before.
coming out next year?
That girl's been on IGN for a while, dude.
That girl
But
needs to
anyways.
get some. Anyway, go ahead.
For the sake of us not getting sued, you better keep your mouth shut. Mass Effect Andromeda, the game that the lead writer left for Destiny.
Well, it's his
Which has an
destiny.
amazing story, by the way.
Yeah, it's his destiny to go to Destiny.
Yeah, sure. Well, Mass Effect Andromeda's not going to come out until early 2017. So cool, that's one less game I have to worry about smashing my
Well,
bag.
it might
'cause-
give him a chance. Like,
Agreed.
it'll probably give him some time to fix some stuff, or maybe do some, rewriting. You never know.
After playing Dragon Age Inquisition and Mass Effect 3, I don't really have high hopes for this.
That's good. Maybe they can surprise you then. That will be
I'm not
good.
getting my hopes up. You know what the kind of sucks? I talk shit on BioWare a lot these days, and I still buy their stuff. I'm pretty sure we all have something. We all have like a company or stuff that we just keep talking crap on, and we keep buying their stuff anyways.
Yeah, like, damn it, Capcom, you guys always make me buy this new Street Fighter stuff, and I'm gonna buy Street Fighter.
yeah, it's like screw you, BioWare. Your stories aren't good anymore, and you're just watered down shit. But I'll buy Dragon Age Inquisition, sure.
It's a bad
Well,
habit.
it looks like you two might be able to get your hands on this come E3. I doubt they'll have this on the
No, I don't think so, because what they did with Dragon Age was it wasn't even a playable demo, it was just a video
Yeah,
that
you
people
get to
were
watch.
lining up for, and I'm like, really?
Well,
You get to watch.
That'll be what the second video that they'll have. They'll probably have gameplay if this is coming out early
You
this
know what?
year.
It'd be nice if they actually do show some gameplay. I want to see some gameplay.
Yeah.
It's Mass Effect 3, but prettier. There, called it.
Well, who knows? Maybe they're running around in bikinis or something. I don't know. It's a new space.
I don't think Team Ninja is developing this.
They should now. Yeah. Get them on
It
that
would be
project.
really cheesy and have a crappy story on top of that, too, if I'm honest. That's what they did with Metroid.
Yeah, but they're gonna have
Yeah.
but it's gonna have good physics on it. That's what counts.
Okay, so John, moving forward, right? Let's move forward, right?
Yeah,
So
that
they
sounds
announced.
good.
So they announced the new starters
This
for Pokemon Sun and Moon.
This has been my favorite news of the week.
Oh, yeah. I need to type this in. Hang on. I apologize to typing.
Pokemon.
Two of these three Pokemon are very adorable.
Oh yeah, they're cute. Well, two of them, yes.
Yeah, I don't think that the Gato is that cute. But anyway, so we've got. Can you click on one of them to see their names? Because the only one I care about is Owl, honestly, because I love owls and he is so adorable. I can't even get over it.
I don't even
The owl?
know if I could pull up the names from here.
Just show something.
Well, we're just gonna go with that one, and that one. There, 3 pictures.
Okay, so we've got the grass flying starter, the owl. The one that is currently my favorite is its name is a Rowlett, and they showed some gameplay of these 3. Not really much, but enough to make me happy. Next, we have the fire starter. Its name is Litten. It looks like a cat, which I hate already.
I think they're trying to go like kitten, but
I hate cats so much.
The cat is just kind of like.
I love pussy.
Shut up! I'm tired today. Just let me be a cat. Meow.
You're making me more tired, Brevin.
Meow. That's what the cat looks like to me.
He looks like a cat, and I hate it.
Well,
He's
he
like-
is a
he's-
cat, dude.
I hate cats. Anyway, and then the other cute one, its name is Poplio. And it to me, it looks like a seal.
seed,
Yeah,
clown seed.
a seal
A
mixed with a
circus seed.
clown. But it's the mixture of those two is enough to where it looks cute.
I don't like the nose.
Don't
think
like
it-
it.
I like the nose. I think it's cute.
I think
don't like
his
the nose.
name reminds me of Pop Evil.
It reminds me of polio, which is even worse.
Well, I'll be avoiding that starter like polio. I think it's kind of nice that the grass starter actually looks absolutely freaking adorable
Oh
now.
my
Have you
God,
seen
yeah.
the final evolution of did they show did they official because it looks a lot like the Ocarina of Time owl, if I'm honest. Whether it was
Oh wait,
real or not.
they do have final evolutions for all 3.
I
haven't
don't know.
seen 'em.
Are they true or not? Because there's a thing. Because it's like I see pictures here. It's like leaked, fake, like that, and I'm just like.
I feel like there is already a Pokemon that looks like. I feel like the one that you saw is a different Pokemon. Because
probably.
if I remember correctly, there is a third evolution of a flying owl that does look like the one from Ocarina of Time.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know because there's just like a lot of starter leaks, and I'm just
Damn,
like
don't
it's basically a bunch of artists that are just really good at copying.
don't
the
you just-
look.
Yeah.
Don't you just wish you were the guy who created Pokemon? You know how much money you're making right now?
No.
What do
He
you
probably, he
know?
probably like left the company and never got to reap the rewards. Not like he owns shares of Game Freak or anything.
I don't know, man. If that was my creation, I'd be
I don't know
like,
about
money.
I don't know about you, but I have a sneaky suspicion that a lot of companies don't exactly pay you just because you come up with an awesome idea, unless you happen to be the head of the company itself.
Because when you're working for a company and you come up with an idea, it's that company's idea, not yours.
Yes.
You signed a contract for it. I had to sign a few contracts for that
That
stupid
sucks,
stuff.
but I mean, well, at least like, I mean, unless it was like the Toriyama thing with Dragon Ball. He's like, hey, you guys fucked up my Dragon Ball. I'm coming back. Give me that
Well,
shit.
does he owns the?
They can say no, because the company owns the property.
But he owns the
But
company.
he's back.
doesn't
He's
he?
already making the series, the new Dragon Ball series, isn't he? I'm pretty sure I remember seeing that.
All right. Well, anyway, guys.
Anyway, yeah.
I want to know which starters you guys are gonna choose.
Well, I would just go for Owlet.
You
I
were-
always pick like I usually tend to go towards like water starters.
Funny how Owlet has like 2 green things and never mind.
leaves.
Leaves.
looks like a
It
little
looks like a bow tie. Yeah,
I know.
I think it's adorable.
classy owl.
What about you? What do you choose?
I would go with the owl too.
Yeah, he's adorable. Although when they eventually show off the evolutions of these, the game comes out I think November 16th, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
If they show the evolutions and the cat has a badass evolution like a big ass lion, it's a little weird, but I like.
Badass lion is the legendary Pokemon son.
Oh, that's true. That's right. Yeah.
That's your badass.
That's
lion.
right.
That's your badass lion.
And
right
then
there.
the opposite, the one for Moon, is this crazy bat thing.
Which I think was pretty cool.
I think it's pretty cool too. Yeah, it sounds cool. I don't know if you guys have seen the trailers, but its screech is pretty rad. But anyway, which version are you guys gonna get? Moon.
Yeah.
Stars. I don't know.
All right. So the sun is a star.
That probably
so I'm gonna assume
that would be
you're talking about
probably the
sun.
third one. Actually, I would not be surprised. Because Sun, Moon, like
Pokemon Star. Yeah,
Pokemon.
that has a little.
you couldn't call it Pokemon Earth. That wouldn't work.
No.
It's just like, yeah, this Pokemon will blow up your planet if you piss it off. That doesn't sound very pleasant. I'm thinking it's getting to the point where you have so many legendaries now that they're not really legendary anymore because there's so many of them. It's like you remember in what was it, Diamond and Pearl or whatever, they created the God Pokemon and just like, well, you can't go any higher than that.
You can't.
But you can, because artists and creativity, you can, and then you just screw everything up again. Like, you have so many legendaries that's getting to the point where it's like, I think I would want to demote all these legendary Pokemon, all these godly, to demi-godly. Just lower them all down because there's too many of them.
You could just do what
Imagine if they all get pissed off at each other. It's more than just an apocalypse. The universe blows up.
You can just do what Hinduism does. You have one god who is held as high as all the rest, and then you have 8 billion other gods all over the place.
That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. It's just like there's so... I don't even know how many legendaries there are. I mean, I literally stopped giving a crap about memorizing Pokemon names after 386.
I'm sure there's some fan out there who actually
Oh,
does
no
know
doubt.
all that.
There are probably
sure.
thousands.
These games are so popular that I'm sure there is somebody out there who knows the names of all of them, but I gave up after 386.
I gave up as well.
Which is the end after Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. That being said, though, I still like Water Stars. I think Empoleon, like the
I would
Piplup.
just probably Wikipedia it or Google.
Yeah, that's what I do. I just pull up a like a Pokemon repository website.
Suppository?
Just keep talking.
Repository.
Just keep talking.
Like Cerebi or Maryland and that kind of stuff. Like Maryland, not like the state, but Merr, as in like Merrill. And just type in the Pokemon name and look up the types that way, because I don't want to be in for some stupid, nasty surprise like that one Pokemon that had 0 weaknesses, because why not? Challenge. We're going to make this an Elite Four Pokemon. So.
Although I thought the Fairy Edition was really cool. I think it's perfect because now it defeats the almighty dragon type.
But they're dragons. Of course dragons are almighty.
But not to fairies.
I'm from a fairy tale.
Talking about that, like saying that kind of sounds ridiculous.
Well, yeah, it's just like, I'm from a fairy tale, therefore, because you're a dragon, in fairy tales, you instantly lose.
Yeah, but you know what? Fairies are no match for Link.
That's true.
Oh, God.
He'll eat them. What does he do with fairies? Does he eat them? They circle him and then just dissolve.
He just like shoves a Sylveon into a box and then takes it home and then grills it. That would just be terrible.
He has a barbecue spit like in Monster Hunter.
I'm on a very strict fairy only diet.
And then cheers out in the middle of the lake, Hylia, just like, yeah, I cooked a Sylveon and now my health's are back to full. Bam. God, that's just terrifying.
While we're talking, since you brought up Monster Hunter, and while we're talking
Monster Hunter,
while we're talking about a 3DS game, July 12th is when the new Monster Hunter comes to the 3DS.
I shall be definitely on
It's Generations, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I am psyched.
All right, we gotta build a team again
awesome.
on that shit.
Yeah, for sure. Jacob's gonna get it.
Yeah.
Tons of my friends are gonna get it. So
Somebody has to teach me Monster Hunter, because when I played Monster Hunter 3, I actually have it like over there.
It's actually basically the same.
I know, but
different.
there's no water, which is better.
Yeah.
But someone has to teach me Monster Hunter because I can't figure it out.
Yeah.
I could get through the tutorial just fine, then after that I'm completely lost.
We have to put you to
screwed.
Monster
Oh,
Hunter
sorry.
camp.
So I said July 12th. It's actually July 15th. Just had to double check that real quick. But I am psyched. Anthony's gonna learn how to play Monster Hunter, and Bremen's psyched too.
And now
We
they
all
have
can
like
look
the new
badass with our
weapon
giant
abilities
ass
and
Oh,
shit.
so sick. So sick. Well, anyway, why don't we move on? So we're all excited for Pokemon. I'm excited for what we're about to talk about next, too. I'm glad that Anthony and I have these common
all my free time.
joys.
All my free time. You will not hear from me for a good month or two after this game comes out in October.
Well, I hope I'd hear from you because I'd like to start a game.
Well, we will talk, yes.
Yeah.
But the rest of the world will no longer see me for a little bit.
This will be
of
the new
time.
City Skylines for us.
Oh,
Even worse.
worse.
Yeah.
Because City Skylines actually was a little shallow and kind of disappointed me after a little bit, because I'm just like, how does pollution just get so confined perfectly
I don't
by
understand.
these city blocks? Like, if only Los Angeles could work like that. But anyways, no, the game that I'm really excited for now is
Dun 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 dun.
Civilization 6.
Civilization 6.
It actually comes out this October,
yeah, I
so
don't know what that is.
I'm very surprised. So they announced a game that's actually coming out in a few months.
So, question.
Goodbye, free time.
Yeah, no, exactly. Have they shown any gameplay? Because I saw the trailer and it was just the announcement trailer.
It's just a bunch of historic montage videos stuffed together and says Civ 6.
They showed my favorite painting of all time in that, which is Van Gogh's Starry Night Sky.
Ooh.
But anyway.
All I know is these pictures.
Yeah, that's all I've seen.
Which already I could say it kind of looks a little like Sims-like.
To me, it looks like... do you remember Civilization Revolution?
No.
That's what it looks like to me. The console one.
To me, it looks like a mix between The Sims and Age of Empires.
Yeah.
The art
style.
style.
Yeah, I can see
the art style at least. But, that's okay, because I actually did like Age of Empires, and I also got a little carried away building tech and markets and all that stuff, too.
Can you build, like, porn shops?
Brothels? I'm sure you could.
Is that a technology you can research?
Yeah, you can definitely research that shit.
That's one that Nevada has researched, that's for sure.
Oh, at one point in its life, maybe. Rest of the country probably decided to put its science towards something else.
Yes, but recently I've had a lot of guests at the hotels that were asking for places.
Anyway, so...
So they're gonna revamp. I don't know much because I don't want to read all these paragraphs and stuff. They didn't give very good bullet points. All I know is that they actually are going to revamp stuff from 5. So obviously diplomacy is going to work differently.
Can you murder a king and then beat a king?
Well, I don't know if you can murder a king, but if you completely take over all the cities in their civilization, the leader is ousted.
You can actually take over other cities without even fighting war.
Oh.
It's a cultural takeover,
Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's another way of victory. There's actually multiple ways you can win a civilization game. So if one guy is on a war conquest, but you somehow defeat him by having your religion just become the world religion by default, you actually win in that case. Mm-hmm. Or you can have a
Scientology.
If you wanted it to be that way, But you can do other stuff like
Alpha
science.
Centauri.
Like I like the science victory because I'm a guy who invests heavily in tech. So if I could build I forgot what it was called. But if you build if you get all your parts together,
it's like a giant space station.
Yeah. If you complete it, then you get the science victory. So there's actually multiple ways that you can.
And then war, just completely destroying everything. That's the way I like to go because it's the hardest.
Well, yeah, it is very hard.
Create a world war. World War 4.
Exactly.
Or 3.
Well, see, that's what I like so much about Civilization is that there are events play out differently, but they're still somehow similar to the way things have played out in actual reality. Kind of.
The thing is that leaders that I don't like very much in Civ 5. I don't like Bismarck. He's always trying to start a fight with me for some reason. He's always annoyed by something.
Gandhi is a war psychopath.
As a guy who's all about nonviolence.
Yes. In this game, he's insane. Mentally unstable.
No wonder, the one episode of, what you call it? It was an old animated series. And he's like, don't let Gandhi cook. He puts curry in everything.
As a person of nonviolence, he is very nuke happy in Civ 4.
Yes.
In Civ 4, as a person of nonviolence...
He's crazy.
It's as a person of nonviolence, this game teaches you that maybe not all is well.
He's taunting Mother Teresa for sucking on a pork hot dog.
What's your diaper, daddy? When you discover his civilization, it becomes an arms race, a nuclear arms race. Because you're either I'm going to nuke this guy or he's going to nuke me.
Osama bin Gandhi?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Anyway, yeah, Bismarck's pretty bad too.
Yeah, Bismarck just gets all uppity about a lot of things. But no, the thing that always happens in Civ games that always annoys me a lot is I would build my empire and it become a top empire. So this is on easy difficulty settings, and I build up my military, all this tech, and then everyone starts throwing a bitch fit at me. Every single person around me is just I'm denouncing you. You're bad. You're bad. And I'm just saying that but I'm keeping to myself. I didn't extort any city-states. I didn't start any wars. I'm just keeping to myself. And then they keep throwing a bitch fit. And you know what I did? I'm fine. You guys want to keep getting pissed off at me all the time? Fine. You want to know what it's like? Fine. I'll send my giant death robot and take over your city. There. Done. Okay? Anyone else have a problem? You have a problem? Okay. My giant death robot's going for your city.
Right. It shows what kind of president you will be.
He's like, I'm sorry, if you keep ticking me off like this, even though I'm keeping to myself, I'm keeping things peaceful, okay, I'm trying to be friendly, I'm willing to open up my freaking borders to you because you're so butthurt that I own an extra square meter of land by your border.
Yeah,
Fine.
I'd probably be pretty bad too if I was the one in charge. But somebody says the wrong thing. Fuck 'em, nuke 'em.
No, I do the same thing.
No, like for me, it's like I want to be nice, but since you guys are all pissed off at me, fine. I'll take over your empire, and then you will have to like me. Jeez, let me keep to myself, okay? I'm trying to be nice and friendly.
Now
here,
we see why these bad guys in like anime and like movies, why they would do that shit. See, because they're like, you don't want to listen to me, you don't like the shit I'm doing. Fine, I'll take over, and then y'all have to listen to me.
Yeah, and then you're all gonna have to like me anyways. And let me show you. We've got good technology.
That's true.
You'll like your cities will become instantly more modern once I take over your Renaissance city.
I totally feel that same way. Like somebody comes.
Let me enlighten you with all my new technology of
You'd be like the
computers while you still live in the
so
freaking
you know
days.
what I hate? I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but so somebody threatens you, and you're like, okay, wait, I want peace for a little bit longer, and then they offer terms of like peace.
Yeah.
And I actually can't remember if this is Civilization or Total War. But they're like, okay, I'll give you peace for 5 turns if you give me a certain amount of gold. And so I'd be like, okay, like, I want to just worry about my stuff right now, so I'll give him the gold, and then I'll take it back some other time.
Yeah.
And then right when that 5 turn ends, he attacks you, or something, or he declares war. That pisses me off. And then I'll just level their cities.
Alright. So...
Here's something I've learned is that they're like, look, I offer peace. I'll pay you like 2 gold a turn. I'm like, no. They're offering you like pennies for peace.
Or somebody commits a transgression upon you and your empire, and then you're like, all right, I'm like pulling all the stops. I'm gonna go at this guy full force, and then right when you're 1 turn from taking a city, he wants peace.
Yeah, and then
nope.
Nope. For me, I like it when I push them down to only 1 city because then they offer everything. And I'm like, okay.
And then Anthony takes it and then invades anyway.
City's gone bankrupt. Happiness is at all-time low. But hey, the guy gets to stay in power for at least another 3 years.
Which is about 5 minutes.
And then I'll take it over anyways.
Yep.
But yeah, like I just keep to myself in Civ games, but they all just want to get all uppity with me. So I'm just like, okay, fine. If you want to keep being all uppity just because I like to keep to myself, fine. I'll show you what it's like when I'm unhappy and I don't keep to myself. I'll send a nuke over to your place, and then I'll send my workers to fix your farms, and now that I've assimilated your city, I'd like to introduce you to the magic of computers while you are still stuck in the days of the printing press. But yeah, oh man, Civ 6, my free time.
It's gonna be awesome. We just pretty much talked about how excited we are for this game.
We also have talked our tendencies to completely obliterate anybody who stands in our way.
Do not put an army in the control of Anthony Uri.
If you are friendly to me, okay, I'll leave you alone. I'll trade with you happily, whatever. But if you all throw a fit, fine. She's like, ugh.
Don't poke a sleeping lion.
I was like, I don't understand why they're so pissed off at me. It's because do they see me like some like evil superpower that can take over? Look, I said I've been keeping to myself. I didn't get anybody's business. I didn't like show.
Like Kim Jong-un.
Of
civilization.
I didn't do anything. Hey, I embraced liberty as an ideology. Look, I embraced liberty, commerce, and logic and science as ideologies. Okay, there's no way my empire is like that.
Because if I play it, I'll be like Nobunaga. I'll try and fucking take over everyone.
I embrace liberty in my place.
I will unite everyone by taking them over.
Oh God. That is the anime outlook. Every villain is like that.
Every villain does what?
I'll unite the whole country by taking it over.
By killing all the other people. I can unite a country by making sure nobody is alive.
Population of 1.
Alright, what do we got next? Wait, this does have a release date, right? October.
It's late October.
Okay, October 6th. I saw that date
21st.
October 21st?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Not too much longer, actually.
I don't eat candy. That game's already done it for me.
The only candy I eat is the candy of other other people's blood.
This one's actually good news, too.
Oh yeah, no, this is awesome news. So we're all aware of how much everybody in this room loves the rightful last game of the year. The Witcher 3 has more DLC coming out. It's Blood and Wine. I'm excited. Still actually haven't played the one prior, but
I know, me too.
I'll probably just get the season pass when this comes out and then play them both. This is coming in. Let's see. This episode airs on Monday, right?
Yes.
Let's see. Today's Sunday, Monday. The 6th. You guys will be seeing this on the 16th, I think, if my math is right.
The 16th.
13th, 14th, 15th. Yeah, 16th. Ooh. So this game comes out on the 31st. So by the time you guys see this, the wait won't be too much longer. I think 2 weeks.
Yep.
And it's going to be worth it, I think.
Oh no, they've released like a 2-minute trailer. It looks rad.
I mean, I will play The Witcher again for this stuff. You know? And getting to see Triss again, and getting to see Jennifer again. And getting to hopefully get to bang them again.
I'm just interested about the story. I mean, there's not much to be said about this.
Because there's not a lot that's
be
been brought out yet.
Yeah,
right?
that's true. They're pretty good at keeping things under wraps, I feel.
Which is actually a good thing, because that way it's better to be surprised anyway.
It's funny how I say that they're good at keeping things under wraps when I'm seeing a leak. There was a leak right there.
Really? There is a leak?
A seemingly accidental Steam listing.
Oh, really?
Apparently that was wrong, but it was only wrong by 1 day.
Yeah. I mean, I like being surprised anyway. Like with Uncharted.
Now. You notice how much stuff gets announced before E3 now instead of at E3? Like Battlefield 1. Yeah.
I don't want to talk about Battlefield 1.
Oh, hey,
I'm super excited for that.
Yeah, it actually looks cool. That's the first trailer I actually watched in full in a long time.
Yeah, I love both of the World Wars.
World War One, I think, is very interesting because you had a lot of new technology.
I wouldn't want to be in it.
Huh?
I wouldn't want to be in it.
Yeah, well, yeah, you don't want to because chemical warfare, like mustard gas, like you may have the mask on, but it'll still burn your skin.
And then even worse, when you release it, sometimes the wind would blow it right back in your direction.
Yeah, so if the wind, so if Mother Nature decided to be a bitch to you that day, you were going to suffocate on your own weapon.
You just have trench clubs, which are god awful.
Let's see, you have trench warfare is all muddy, but really cool stuff that happened. First generation airplanes, so you still have the biplanes, and tanks made their debut.
Yeah.
It also was a little old. I also was finding World War I interesting because it was also a little old fashioned. It was kind of like the last time they ever had actual flag carriers. So you know that old fashioned you carry the flag.
They had rules too, didn't they? They had like little rules that they.
They kind of had old fashioned honorable rules at the same time. It's not like today's warfare where there's a lot of guerrilla warfare and small strike teams and all that kind of stuff. Back in the old days, it was still Team A, Team B. You run at each other and
cannon fodder.
Just in this case, there were trenches, and you would drown in mud. And mustard gas.
And then there's no man's land between the trenches. Because if you stick your head out, you could get shot. Yeah, it's like the war to end all wars.
Not really.
Nah, I just made another one.
You can make the argument that the very first World War started at World War I and then ended at World War II.
Yeah.
There was never officially an end to World War I. It was kind of just an armistice ceasefire.
Oh right, the armistice.
Yeah, and then some random guy took control of Germany, and then
Fun fact about the North and South Korea: there was never a peace treaty signed there either. Just a ceasefire.
Yeah.
So technically, if you want to get very literal, I think the Korean War is still going on.
Just between the walls and gates.
They do fire near each other all the time. North Korea would fire into the ocean.
Yeah. Oh.
So stupid.
Yeah. It's. Yeah, that DMZ is pretty.
Anyway, enough about world politics. Let's talk about The Witcher politics.
Yeah, The Witcher politics. And today in Witcher's politics, I did not overthrow the crazy king that wanted all mages dead when I played the first time.
You didn't?
Because I was in a rush to finish the game.
Dude, I made.
Now here's the thing, though.
Dead.
But
dude,
you can overthrow a king. You get to decide the next king. Well, in a different land, but still cool.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
I made the chick.
I did too. Yeah.
But I was in a rush to finish that game, so I skipped a lot of side quests. That probably shows you how big that game is. If I had to, like, it took me like 50 hours to finish the game, and I still missed
No, because it pissed me off. That king that was like killing off mages, that shit pissed me off. I was like,
the guy's crazy.
This fucker's dead.
Well, you know how I missed it? I said I would do it later, but it's time sensitive.
Yeah.
Because I was like, well, I'm doing this right now, so I'll finish that, and then I missed the mission.
Oh, actually, okay.
I was like, what?
Yeah,
it makes sense. I kind of like how realistic.
Yeah, I like that part
Witcher is
where,
like that.
because there's some games where you're like, well, I can always go back to it.
For consistency purposes, if you wait too long, like I remember Yennefer was just like, yeah, I need your help here, and I completely ignored
I
it.
totally helped her.
And she was just pissed off that I completely just snubbed her out.
And then you're like, what? I can't do this later?
Yeah, I like that.
She had to leave that area and go back.
I do like that feature though, because then it gives you a reason to play it again, maybe, or do
I'm
like a different part of that.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm just like, Well, then again, if I had Geralt be with Yennefer instead of Triss, then I thought I screwed up the Triss thing when you helped her escape, because it was like you have to complete these certain actions if you want Triss to be Geralt's romantic life. And I thought I screwed it up because it's like, she's on the boat. I'm like, crap. And then the fat guy was just like, yeah, look behind you. And I'm like, oh my goodness, she's still here. Yes. Yes.
So you're like, yeah, bedtime, boy.
For you.
And then also with that one sorceress chick, I forgot her name now. The first sorceress, the witch.
Yennefer?
The witch.
No. The blonde.
Yeah, I was like,
crap.
I was like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna help this chick.
Yeah, no, I did too.
She ended up saving one of your Witcher pals.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So
it
it was worth doing the quest, amongst other things.
Well, anyway.
I'll always remember that.
Witcher's-
I'll always remember that freaking. Oh, you're such a friendly ghost. Yeah, I'll totally help you because this is fantasy. Like, oh god, I got killed. Fuck.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'll never forget that either.
I heard the scream and I'm like, oh god. I was just like, whoa, what was that?
Yeah,
And I opened the door and I'm like, oh.
things
god.
you learn from The Witcher. You gotta make sure you don't.
Yeah.
better pick the
You gotta
right.
be a little careful here because not
Yeah.
everything they say is entirely true.
But that's what makes it fun though, because then
I know,
you're
because
like,
you don't really see that because in most of fantasy games it's like, oh, do this and this will happen.
Happily ever after, or not.
Like in World of Warcraft or like Final Fantasy 14, if you do this, this will happen. You defeat this enemy and all will be okay, and it's normally the case. You win, all is okay. No, in this case, you want to free her soul and all will be okay, and instead I got her old boyfriend killed, and I'm like, oh fuck.
It was brilliant.
Yeah,
I still think The Witcher 3 has the best side quests I've ever played.
yeah.
It is huge.
Yeah.
So the problem is now, how are they gonna top that? I mean, they are doing DLCs.
You never know.
How
I
are
thought
they
it was
gonna top
really,
that?
I thought it was really hard for them to top off like Mass Effect 2, but The Witcher 3 came pretty darn close. Like you never know. Like I got really tired of Western RPGs, but then they're like,
Now, Mr. Bronson's, I don't like roaming around. It takes so long to get from here to there. Well, yet you play World of Warcraft, you walk around too.
but
You
World of
see?
Warcraft is rewarding, and I'm like,
The same thing. I don't know what the difference is, buddy. But oh well. Enough about that.
yeah.
The DLC is gonna be out soon. I'm stoked for it. Definitely gonna replay with Witcher.
I wouldn't even
again.
call it DLC. It's a freaking expansion.
Yeah, I
It's
think
huge.
that's fair. It's the
90,
region.
90 new quests
90 new quests.
and
Huh?
30 hours because if 50 hour story wasn't good enough plus 100 hours of side
See,
quests, let's throw another 30 plus hours on
That
top
the
of that.
region that you have to explore is as big as No Man's Land
Wow.
in the actual game.
So basically, just adding stuff, new places for you to actually go to is really what it is.
I like how one of the things that they said that about Blood and Wine that's really important is a new Gwent deck.
I
don't like
Gwent
that.
is huge.
I'm sorry, I never got into that. I tried.
I like Gwent, but I'm ass at it.
Ooh, Geralt can have a house, I think.
All right, I'm all for that.
Well, a place Geralt can call home, so I'm assuming that may be a house. I like that in Oblivion so much. You just bought property around. I also remember the cheap house in Oblivion that they're like, yeah, it's like 5,000 gold. Has ghosts in it, by the way. You gotta feed the ghosts. Yeah.
Well,
Why don't we move on to the next story?
Well, we
Talking
don't.
about The Witcher for a while.
Yeah, we don't have a next.
Anthony Ta. Nah, we went over a lot today, so you know what we do have though? We don't have stories to talk about anymore, but we do have comments from you beautiful, beautiful people.
People are commenting on the site. Thank you, guys.
Yes. I think we always talk about how much we like talking to you guys, and we do. Keep them coming. For now, we'll go ahead and talk about the ones we have. Go ahead, Mr. Ta.
Okay, for our first comment is from Bear. Call of Duty used to be my go-to game, but lately, I don't know. Not too bothered by the remaster. Kind of looking forward to Battlefield 1, though, to be honest. Think it will be fun. I always liked the Battlefield games.
I always did too, actually. More than Call of Duty.
Me
Sorry,
three.
you Call of Duty fans. You know, I like Battlefield because I get to ride stuff and fly stuff.
It's open warfare.
Yeah.
It's real warfare.
Yeah, where Call of Duty's more
as
like,
real as it gets on a video
more
game.
realistic.
Yeah,
I would say more
yeah,
realistic.
yeah.
I don't know if it's actually realism, but it's more realistic.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean. But like, whereas like in Call of Duty, I run, I shoot, I jump.
Run,
That's it.
run. Knife.
Get
Run,
quick
run,
scoped.
run, run, run,
Yeah.
run. Knife.
So that's
Run,
that's
run,
not
run, run,
that's not
run.
fun
Knife.
for me. That's not fun for
Knife. Knife.
Yeah.
I win.
me. Yeah, that's not fun.
I actually haven't played a Call of Duty game
Also,
since...
ungodly reload time, sleight of hand. It's like.
I don't think I played a Call of Duty game since... what's the one before Ghost? It was Modern Warfare 3, right?
Yeah.
I haven't played Call of Duty game since that.
I haven't played Call of Duty online. The only Call of Duty game I ever played online was Modern Warfare 2.
Well, I'm actually glad that people out there are still, you know, they do like Battlefield because it is a good game. It really is. I think it's better than Call of Duty.
No,
really,
I agree.
Really, I mean, you know, so
A lot of people are hating Infinite Warfare. A lot.
Rightfully so.
One of the reasons why they hate it so much is jetpacks.
It has jetpacks
well, they
now?
have to
It will have
follow.
jetpacks.
They have to
Why
follow.
don't they just call their game Halo?
or Titan?
Now, even
or,
the fans of Call of
Yeah.
Duty do not want jetpacks, and they still put jetpacks in. The CEO of Activision was like, "Oh, we've had criticism like this before." You know, yeah, sitting on his chair of, "Oh, well, everyone hates Call of Duty all the
His
time."
chair
It'll
made
sell.
of guns.
Well, now since Battlefield's going World War One, Call of Duty's gonna go back
Well, I thought they were doing Future.
for now. But now that their biggest challenger is going back in time, they will too. Watch, I'm calling it.
Well, it's gonna be muskets. You put the iron ball and load it up.
Civil War.
Civil War. That sounds awful. It might as well just be like Skyrim, where you swing your bayonet at people. Well, anyway,
Nah, the Civil War, like doing realistic Revolutionary War Civil War stuff, probably is not very entertaining, really.
What's next?
Next one is from Avery. The
Bradley?
video cards. Huh?
just ignore it. Keep going.
The video cards sound awesome. Referring to GeForce 1080 and 1070 that were announced last week. If they're as good as they say, then I think I will need to upgrade my PC. LOL. Not sure how I feel about Battlefield 1, but I'll play it. Could be interesting. Nintendo just needs to stop. Cartridges? Seriously? I'm all for old school shit, but no. Yeah, they need to do great games, but they should stop with anything hardware related. Just go make games for all consoles or PC.
I think the first thing that's actually, let's do this in order. So we'll talk about those video card or the graphics
Okay,
cards.
so I want to say this right now. So the PS4, when they announced it, they talked about 1.81 teraflops of power. The 1080 NVIDIA claims has 10 teraflops of power. So it's like 5 PS4s of theoretical power.
Yeah, but
That's a
how
stat
much?
for those who want
For
to
how
wave it
much?
around like horsepower. My car's got more power than your car.
Wow, how much was your car?
Doesn't matter, I still beat you. Winning is what's important at the end of the day.
yeah,
Yeah, of course.
I'll probably get one of those.
But you
maybe.
can totally pay your bills, right? After
Who cares? I still win.
Yeah.
So what was up? You guys were talking about the car. Go on.
I'll probably get one of them eventually.
I have drawn the line. I am not upgrading my PC anymore except storage. Because
Well, you've put a lot into your PC already.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of... Yeah, I mean, like, freaking, when I upgraded it to a 970, I'm sorry, going from a 550 Ti to a 970 was already a colossal leap in performance. Okay, I am drawing the line there. I had to get a new power supply to power that video card too because the old power supply was actually making noise because it was being loaded too much. So I'm just like, okay, I'm drawing the line. I already spent $600 because I threw in a new CPU cooler in there too. I am done.
Gotcha.
No more. I don't care how awesome the 1070 is. Right now, I'm done. If I'm building it, if I'm going to upgrade my PC again, I won't do that. I would rather just build a brand new computer, and that's like 3 or 4 years from now.
I honestly,
Like, I'm drawing the line.
Honestly, I'm shopping for a laptop that's like a gaming laptop instead now. Instead
sure.
of doing desktop now, I'm gonna
You
do
get
like
Alienware probably.
probably something like that so I can play my hentai games and like get great graphics and stuff. You know, and then some of the mods.
How do you say this shit with straight face? I just don't get it.
Considering he says that kind of stuff every single week, I think he gets used to it.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Okay, so graphics card was the first part. Second part was Battlefield 1. I think we talked about that one.
Yeah.
Pretty solid amount.
Nintendo needs to just stop cartridges. It was just a rumor, and I don't think... That rumor just sounds a little ridiculous, if I'm honest. It's just like, really, cartridges?
Unless...
Because here's the thing, like... Cartridges... I think it's a bit of an old-fashioned word. If it was a flash card, like, you know what the 3DS uses? It's like an SD card, but it's like a proprietary flash card kind of thing. Yeah, that could be a maybe, but at the same time, you know, you make anything proprietary, it's expensive, like the PlayStation Vita with its memory cards. Just...
I don't know, man.
I think cartridges for handhelds make sense. Why would you ever use a disc for handhelds?
Because like, if they also, like, they talk about cartridges as, like, you can have like an SSD so the games load really, really fast, but at the same time that just goes back to more proprietary stuff. But the thing is that if you do Blu-rays, you also have to end up paying licensing and all that shit to the Blu-ray Association or something like that.
Yeah.
Well,
but
go ahead. I'm sorry. You know what I think? You know what I think their strategy. I'm just guessing, is because you know that the 3DS use the cartridge. Maybe they're trying to make it to where you can play. You know, like cross-play with that, with your system.
The tech gap between the 3DS and the NX would be, like, too great for that to...
Alright.
If the NX is what they say it is. But,
It just sounds so crazy, but at the same time, Nintendo's known for doing crazy shit, so... You know... But, you know, the thing is that nowadays, rumors... I don't like talking about rumors very much because it's the internet. Okay, anybody can make like make a really good looking fake, and everyone will think like that Pokemon starter thing's like, is this the leaked water starter? Didn't look anything like it, like what the actual one is. So you never know. All you need is a good copycat or someone who can just mimic a style.
yeah.
And there are people that's like, here's a fake controller when really it's a 3D printed controller out of a school project printer or something like that. You never know.
I don't know. I think... I don't really care what Nintendo does. Just keep the handheld strong. Because that's
their seller.
Yeah, and like the 3DS
it's not even
is
that
so
strong
amazing.
Well, it's not as strong of a seller as it used to
Well,
be.
I mean, it still is. I mean, you know, like it's still something that they sell.
We'll have to. That remains to be seen, Anthony. We'll have to see what happens when Moon and Sun come out.
And Monster Hunter.
Yeah, Monster Hunter is always a huge seller on the 3DS.
I see a lot of comments about how people think Nintendo should just stop making hardware and just stick to games because they got... And, you know, Bronson talked about this in his soapbox, where, you know, Nintendo has some of the best development studios in the entire game industry, but they sure as hell can't sell hardware, and hardware is what dragging...
Or keep up with demand.
And
Yeah, we're not even going to talk about
they have
that.
issues prioritizing their production, I should put it that way. But they have some of the best game development studios ever, but they sure can't sell hardware, and the hardware is dragging their money making way down. So, like, you know, I've been seeing a lot of comments lately how about Nintendo should just like give up on hardware and just go software only because they got the best studios around. Heck, oh man, wouldn't Zelda be so beautiful on PS4 graphics?
Yeah, I mean, it would.
Speaking of which, I don't know why Sony needs to make a PlayStation 4 Neo, but I feel like they are responding to something. Otherwise, they wouldn't have made it because they're decimating all sales charts anyways.
Yeah, that's why I think maybe it's
they're
just
responding to something.
Maybe it's
I don't
just
know if
really a
they're like
rumor
they're just like, oh well, let's just make a more powerful PS4 just so we snub out the NX for good when they didn't need to do that.
Well, no, maybe it really is just a rumor. You never know. Maybe it could be just that.
The problem, the thing is, it's so loud.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's so loud. Everybody's talking about it. Even, like, I don't like talking about rumors, but the Neo and rumors are getting so loud that it's getting to the point where it's like, Sony could, at this point, could have just said, no, there isn't one. And just killed it right there, but they haven't done that.
Alright.
Have they?
No.
Yes.
Like...
But you know what, though? Like, as much as, you know, some people are going to deny it. Like, oh, I won't buy one. I probably still will buy one. Just because I'm just that.
Yeah, but you're gonna have like
It's
that.
the best.
The thing is that even if someone does buy one, I don't know if they're gonna have like that sourness. Be like, God damn, I had to buy 2 PlayStation 4s. I'm sorry, it's only been 3 years. Like spending $400 3 years is what I would actually do to my computer, not a game console. Like I said, I feel like they're responding to something. I don't know if it's Nintendo's next system and they want like some insurance in case Nintendo system's more powerful. But here's the thing, like
Nintendo, when they bring out their systems, though, they start off good and then they kind of plummets.
Yeah, I'm just like, why are you so worried? You were like decimating the industry. Uncharted 4 just came out. You know, you are the system to make stuff for, and now all of a sudden, from a developer standpoint, you are annoying developers because technically you're making it for 2 consoles now because the specs are different.
We'll see what happens in E3, sir.
Yeah.
What they say about that.
I'm sorry, like I paid $400 to get the Destiny PS4 bundle, and I like my PS4, and I finally, can enjoy Uncharted and all that kind of stuff. But I finally have a year that my PlayStation 4 feels worth it, and all of a sudden it doesn't feel worth it because there's a better one coming.
All right.
And there's a report that says that Sony's going to have checks to make sure that there isn't like exclusive features or Neo exclusive stuff like that. But what's going to stop them from making a 15 frame rate per second version on the regular PS4 and then making a regular one that's 30? Just like you could get the gimped version. Like I have Hyrule Warriors for 3DS, runs like crap. It only draws like 10 or 15 enemies on screen, and the frame rate's at like 15.
Jeez.
I mean, like, it ran pretty bad on the Wii U, so I don't know how they could get it on the 3DS, and, well, they got it on the 3DS, and it still ran... It was worse. Much worse.
Alright,
But, I bought it. I bought it. But hey, it's a fun little experimentation thingy. See? Legends. I don't know where the Linkle mode is, so I need to figure that out later.
What do we have, sir? What else we got?
The next one is from Mary.
Marie?
Marie. The IE just threw me off a little bit, Marie. Gay like a schoolgirl. Persona 5 does look amazing. I feel the hype too. Bronson is extremely stoked for Persona 5 because of that news.
He's the biggest Persona.
It's gonna be rad.
I watched that trailer. I don't know what's going on.
Really?
It just seems like a montage of like art, scene, and I'm just like, I have no idea what's going on here.
Well, we already know that.
Like I could understand Persona 4 sorta. Looking at it, but I looked at Persona 5, like, I don't know what's going on.
Well,
I mean, I understand it's in Japanese, but at the same time, even the video itself was
you
like...
You played Persona, though, right?
A little.
Oh, well.
I only got to Kanji's dungeon, and then I got stuck, and then I gave up.
Yeah, because there is no difficulty settings in that game.
Nothing.
In Persona 4 there is. It's just that easy mode. It's just normal mode with 10 revive potions. That's all it is. That's what I heard, at least in the Golden. It's actually easy mode.
Well, alright, guys. Anything else we want to say? Other than the spiel.
Spiel? I don't like that word.
Sales pitch?
Yeah, the shameless self-promotion, I call it. Be sure to check out 60-Minute Access. This week is Star Fox, where it's not really as good as the Star Fox you remembered because of bad controls.
And I don't like the chicken transformation.
Oh, the chicken walker?
Yeah, I do not actually know the 60-Minute Access this coming week, so surprise! Check out the Gamecast. Check out Bronson's Soapbox. We didn't have this episode the past week because the intern got really ill. Wish him the best.
He always seems to get...
Yeah. Well, in this case, I think there could be a flu that's still kind of going around still.
Yeah.
I got the stomach bug last month, and let me tell you, it freaking sucked.
In the bathroom all the time?
Yeah, that kind of stomach bug. Let's see. What else do we have? Playing God. This past week into Spyro. Specifically from Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. Let's see. I already talked about Gamecast. Super Mario Go Playtime. I think they're at the Fire Dungeon.
Oh,
Man, they were making really slow progress in that game.
Yeah, they are.
Well, to be honest, the person playing the game has never finished a 3D Zelda game before.
Pretty sure I can have that game beaten in like
it's either the Fire Dungeon that or I'm a week off.
5 hours,
I think
maybe.
they're further than that. The thing is that no, they're actually a lot further than that because the last recording session I was at on last Saturday, they just got the Eye of Truth. So it's actually the episode count. The current episode posting puts them at the 5.
Gotcha. Okay.
Whereas the actual filming recording,
they're just before the Shadow
it's just that we
Temple.
have a giant backlog that needs to be edited. It's just that filming we're at the Eye of Truth, whereas the posting schedule is putting.
Okay,
it out.
that makes sense. I was gonna say, man. Okay, that makes sense.
They're like 20 or 30 minute episodes each. Those other games are pretty long. Actually, Twilight Princess, I finished in under 20 hours.
I still haven't finished Twilight Princess. I play it a little bit at a time.
It's a lot faster in the remake because Link climbs a lot faster, climbs the vines a lot faster. Now that already, apparently, to some people says it lops off an hour and a half, hour or two.
Interesting.
Already, just because Link traverses the vines a lot faster. And I was like, I don't remember finishing this game in like freaking 20 hours. It usually takes me at least 30.
Mm-hmm.
But, who knew a 20-hour Zelda game? That's kind of a little frightening, actually. I'm not used to that. But, yeah. So, doing a review on it. What?
Cough, cough. Well, anyway, That's your spiel, guys. So,
Oh yes, like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on twitch.tv/thegameraccess. If you would like to donate, we have a donation button under the video player on twitch.tv. And that's our social media reel.
All right, well, we will see you guys next week. Thanks for joining us. Continue leaving comments, and we will see you guys next week.
Love
Have a good
you
one.
guys. Bye-bye.